We've got like 2 weeks left till Christmas, so it's go time. Hi friends, welcome back to the Avocado Toast Budget. If you're new here, my name is Lexa, and today I want to talk to you about my tips and recommendations for navigating last minute holiday shopping, sticking to a budget, even creating a budget for last minute holiday shopping, who to buy gifts for, how much to spend, all of that. We are coming down to the wire. So with Christmas only a few weeks away, couple weeks away at this point. I think today's the 7th when I'm filming. This should be going up here in the next few days. So I want to help you navigate how to budget for your holiday shopping in a pinch. The first thing you need to figure out is who you want to buy gifts for and how much you should spend on those gifts. Listen, were we all warned that we should start our holiday shopping early off this year? Yes. Did we all listen? Probably not. So if you've still got a lot of gifts to buy and not a whole lot of money in your budget, let's break down how you're gonna navigate this. The first thing I always like to do is make an ideal list. Who in an ideal world, if you had all of the money to spend, would you want to buy gifts for? Bonus tip, I also think that it's a lot easier if you start to categorize these into most important to the ones that you're willing to let go of that list. And let's all be honest here, it's nothing personal, but obviously some people are going to be more at the top of the list and some people are just going to fall more toward the bottom. It's something we gotta accept in life. You can't be everyone's number one and not everyone can be your number one. So even if you can't rank it exactly, start to think about and group people into definitely want to buy toward those people that maybe you could get creative, do something for free, or they could just, wait till next year. The next thing that you want to do is look at your budget to see how much is actually realistic for you to spend. Because I know how tempting it can be to just start putting things on a credit card, seeing that limit, justifying a purchase here and there, but no one wants to start off the new year with a bunch of credit card debt that you can't get out of just because you overspent during the holidays. And newsflash, the people who really care about you and love you don't want you to go into debt to buy them gifts. If someone is mad at you that you didn't put something on a credit card to get them a gift, they're not someone you need in your life anyway. You can move them down the list. We are here to figure out how much is safe for you to spend. So when you're looking at that, look at what's in your checking account, what's in your savings. Do you have another paycheck coming up? Are you lucky enough that you have 2 paychecks coming up before Christmas? What bills do you have due that those paychecks need to cover? And also look at the overall cost of holiday spending, because it's not just gifts. If you're having to travel or if you're hosting, those things cost money. So even if you don't know exactly how much you're going to spend, give yourself a realistic ballpark and factor that into the amount of money you're going to need to spend. In a perfect world, I would be able to tell you exactly who to shop for, how much to spend, and how much you can spend in total for the holidays, but we don't live in a perfect world. Everyone's situation is different, so you have to sit down and figure out what works for you. But once you come up with the number that you can spend on gifts, we are going to start allocating that money between all of the people on your list. And if you are like the majority of us, you are going to quickly realize that that money that you have available doesn't quite stretch the way that you had hoped it would. You probably don't have enough money to spend the amount that you would like on each person. So some decisions have to be made. First, look at, can you start decreasing the amount per person? Or can you start decreasing the amounts on certain people, even if you already have a set gift in mind for someone that you know you need to spend a certain amount of money for? Maybe theirs stays the same, but someone else, you can budget, you can get it secondhand, you can do a DIY thing, kind of bring that number down. Next, are there people that, quite frankly, can just be moved off the list? Holidays often get so stressful, especially the finances of holidays, because we try to fit everyone. We have so many people in our lives, if we're very lucky, that we love and we want to show our appreciation for. And during the holidays, that often manifests into buying them gifts. But sometimes there are just people that in an ideal world we would like to get something for, but it's just not going to happen this year. And that's okay. It might seem like the kind thing to stretch yourself thin to make sure you hit everyone on your list, but if you are having to put yourself in a bad financial situation in order to do that kind thing, it's not actually a kind thing because it's hurting you. Blurring your financial boundaries, putting yourself in that situation, it's not good for your relationship and it's definitely not good for your wallet. So this holiday season 2021, let's practice those financial boundaries. And if there are some people that you don't want to knock off the list, but you just don't have a lot of money to be able to allocate toward a gift for them, think about free things that you can do. I think a lot of us underestimate the value of our time and our skills. Are there skills or something that you could do for them that is free and it just costs your time that you can put in some effort to help them out? Or is there just a nice get together that you can do? Maybe have a cup of like $5 coffee or make coffee at home and just sit and talk and spend time with that person. Because to be perfectly honest, I would value that a lot more if someone offered up their genuine quality time or a skill set that they have for a gift for me, rather than them stressing themselves out and putting themselves in a bad situation to get me a gift. If you're on a limited budget this holiday season, you gotta start getting creative, and seeing your time and skills as valuable is a great way to get creative to start thinking about some gifts that you can give. But ultimately, if there are people that just can't make the list this year and you just can't make ends meet, that is okay, and you have the right to set those financial boundaries. As a little side tip, do not pass up on the dollar store. The Dollar Tree, which I believe now is the $1.25 tree, either way, it's really cheap, and they actually have some amazing things that you can DIY there. They have great frames, literally pay like 25 cents, print off a picture, get a $1 frame, $1.25 frame. It's like less than $2 at the end of the day, and it's something that you can write a little note on the back of. It's quality, it's something that is going to mean something to that other person, and it didn't cost you that much money. YouTube has like an entire section and community of dollar store DIYers that have some great ideas. And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about planning for next year while we are talking about last minute ideas for this year. Because the best thing that you can give yourself when it comes to budgeting for the holidays is some time. So I highly recommend taking what you've learned from these steps and how much you are spending this year for the holidays and deciding how much you want to spend next year, including things like travel or hosting dinner, all of those extra expenses that come with the holidays. And take that number, divide it by 12, and set that money aside every single month from now until next Christmas. Trust me, future you is going to thank you. I started doing that this year, and it was the best decision I have ever made. It made the holidays so much less stressful. It made it so I wasn't tempted to overspend on a credit card, and I didn't have to rush using my last couple of paychecks to completely cover Christmas and then stressing out about how I was gonna make rent on the first of the month. Because that is not a fun way to kick off the new year. Dividing up your savings goals like this, I talk about more in my sinking funds video, so I will definitely link that up here, one of these sides in the iCard. And it's just something that I totally recommend because it is so much easier to set a little bit aside every month for those goals than try to fund them in full when they come around. So I really hope that this video helps you to navigate last minute holiday shopping and budgeting and figuring out who you want to spend money on, and hopefully will inspire you to start saving for future you and next year. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Also push that notification bell, that way you never miss an update. Don't forget, if you enjoy videos like this and you want to learn more about saving, investing, paying off debt, and how to finally feel more confident with your money, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below, push that bell notification, that way you never miss an upload, and I will see you all next time. Bye. While Oliver is messing around, we're taking a photo for the gram.